We will now do the practical exercise, and it will unveil many different aspects of your own self awareness, as well of becoming aware of the world around you. What is also the most important in this uh, uh, joint work is that you are doing the work in a very large group. And here we go. Make yourself comfortable. Be comfortable, but at the same time attentive. Don't be tense, and don't be very comfortable. Your body can make the form or choose the form in which it wants to be regarding the tasks that it wants to fulfill right now. Basically, make yourself comfortable. And just very softly now try to observe your physical body that you love. Feel that you really love your physical body. Do not only say by words, I love my physical body, but feel it. Feel the love towards your physical body. And also observe that you love to observe your physical body and to feel. You do this at ease without any pressure from anybody, by yourself or from the outside. And without any pressure, just by looking at it, observing it, your body will become even softer, your feelings will become even more comfortable. You will feel more comfortable. Here we have two tasks during this type of observation. First, we observe the physical body as such, and the second, we observe the reactions of our physical body, and also what happened, what is the result. And you will feel very soon that your body reacts by loving feelings towards itself and you at the same time. These are two different sensations. And you will feel that love is a kind of guarding you, of a kind of envelops you, and your body, you will feel that your body is in the state of love, in the space of love. Try to understand this, try to feel this. You can feel this very deep. Now observe your breathing and also feel it. Try not to only observe that you do breathe, but try to observe what happens with your body during breathing, what is happening while you breathe, while you intake the air and you exhale the air. You try to observe the movements of your body. Feel the chest and feel your body, feel the elasticity. And this elasticity is like something soft. Try to really feel the inner self of your body, the effect of your body. And you will be able to see and feel that without pressuring upon your physical body, you will be able to feel it in more deep details, in deeper details, without any pressure at all. And now you can release the space of your physical body to make space even for more sensations. Now you will be able to feel your energies. You may be aware of the energies that are inside you and surrounds you. And you give your life energies more freedom. By giving them even more freedom, you will observe and feel the flow of energies inside you and around you, even with more ease. And you will also observe or feel that flows are being even more concentrating, but at the same time, they are very, very at ease, strong, but at ease. Try to feel it inside your physical body. Just act as you act as a person. This is the same type of action as God is acting. And now concentrate on the space where your emotions are being held. And you will be able in one single moment observe all space of your emotions. This space of your emotions is outside your physical body. It is a kind of a round shape. Do not enter these spaces of emotions. Just touch it as gently as possible from the outside. And just by touching it, you will control it. You will harmonize it, and you will be able to feel this and feel also the sensation and become aware of it. And now you find the space where you are aware that your thinking is coming through. Where feel your own space of thinking, which is a part of your own personality. This space is your own only. Nobody can enter it. Nobody can have any control in it. This is only yours and nobody's else, and nobody have access to it. This is only freedom that you can feel and ease. And this freedom and this easy feeling are inside the space of thinking, because the space of thinking by its data and by its structure is infinite. And you can now expand into the infinity of your space of thinking. Just say so, just think so, and this will happen. And you can feel it. Try really to feel it. Let this infinity becomes a sensation that you can feel. And you will also become aware that you are in action all the time. And you will become aware that in this manner you can connect your thinking to any space or any reality that is there. And you may feel how the potential of your creativity is rising just in this moment. And how your soul is becoming more and more aware in your thinking. And now try to stay in this awareness of the infinity of your space of thinking for a few seconds. Because the space of thinking is also you, and you are able to observe yourself in all your areas. And you are able to do it, and you can do it now. And you will continue to breathe normally, at ease, with ease. Try to observe this infinite space of thinking in the same way as you observe the blue skies. And again, observe your physical body. Now we will do the basic work. Control the awareness. By observing the awareness, that you are completely aware of the reality, you deepen your concentration and you expand your abilities to concentrate and to feel. And remember the task. And your task is to activate the awareness, to become aware, and to cognize the work that your inner organs inside your physical body are doing for the macro level, for the world, for the whole reality. You are standing before the whole infinite reality, and you are responsible for it. You really want that everybody alive is alive, that everybody is healthy. And you wish for everybody, for every single element, that uh, they would become as such as they were created initially by the Creator. And try to feel that you can do this task, that you can realize this task. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been given to you. And again, concentrate on your physical body. Do it in such a way that you will recognize it by just one impulse. Try to observe it not just as a body that you know and that it is so familiar to you. But try to understand your physical body as one of a viewpoint of your uh, endless consciousness. Endless consciousness is now inside your physical body. And everything that you can observe inside your infinite consciousness, that is at the same time present inside your physical body as such. This is very clearly a part of your consciousness, with only the difference that this part of your consciousness are realizing the task in the material world. And also everything that is going on in the whole world is also due to the reaction of your own physical body. Your physical body is reacting to everything that surrounds you as a structure of your consciousness, but not to just what is around you, but also to everything that is there in the whole reality. Try now to perceive the physical body and consciousness as one whole. And now try to feel the action that is going on inside the physical body. And And perhaps you will be able not to feel just sensations, but something that is called a flame, but the flame that is not dangerous, that is not hot, but is nevertheless very, very strong and very gives you force. And you at the same time understand that you do have a whole consciousness that is spreading out of your physical body and is present in front of you, on the sides, on the back, upside, downside, everywhere around you. And now try to find the form of your infinite consciousness. Nevertheless, that you can perceive it as being infinitely large and that you are within. You can at the same time feel the contours, the boundaries of this consciousness. And you will become aware that this form of this infinite consciousness has the form of the physical body of a person. And at the same time, your infinite consciousness is active all the time. And it is active towards the whole reality, which has the same form as your consciousness, that is the form of a physical body of a person. And now try to observe what is going on inside your physical body, which is, as you know now, at the same time also your consciousness. And at the same time, you observe the whole infinite consciousness that is in constant contact with the whole reality. And you will be able to see what your inner organs are doing right now. And you will be able not only to see the work of your organs and the actions of your organs that they are performing right now towards your inner space inside your physical body, but also what are they doing towards the outside, the whole reality, when they are performing a work the same as the Creator is performing. It is a miracle. Your physical body is where it is, but at the same time, it itself is working and is communicating with the whole reality. And by feeling this, you will also be able to feel as if your inner organs are infinite and eternal. Now try to feel the rhythm of your heart, the work that your heart is performing right now, and how this has been realized in the infinite reality. And this is also the work towards the Creator, be helping the Creator. Perhaps you can be also able to feel something that we can call the rhythm of the whole reality, of all the reality. As if the infinite reality is becoming more more vivid, smaller, but at the same time it is expanding and it is infinite. And this is a kind of a security of the all infinite motion that exists in the reality as well as inside your physical body. And you can also be aware that your physical body is not tired of it, that it is not being pressure on it. That you do not feel any extra load because of this big work that your body is doing. Feel your lungs. Feel the softness of the work of your lungs. How softly they move. And what you can observe in this softness of the work that your lungs are performing towards the reality. As if a spiritual movement is present in the any point of universe, of whole reality. Now try to observe the work of your brain. Again, do the control and co-control. Try to see and feel the work of your consciousness, the infinity that is your consciousness. And try to feel this tight substance that is your consciousness. And your consciousness is at the same time doing its own work and at the same time fulfills the work that was given to our consciousness by the God, the Creator, by God, the Creator. And your physical organs are also kind of expansion of the Creator. And if you want to see what God is doing right now, you can see right now that God is creating your organs independently. And you can just like discover a special channels that are right now transferring the co-creations of your own inner organs. There are many people right now that are doing the same as you, observing what you are observing right now. And nevertheless, how many people are now observing this or observing this process in any other time? God does not change the what he does. He independently creates and co-creates your inner organs all the time, every moment. And this is this softness with which the God is creating everything. And this is the easiness that God put into your organs, into the whole world, into the every subject or object in the whole world. The easiness of being alive. And you can understand that your organs are like God that is spread through all reality. What are your organs looking like? How fast you can regenerate them and support them. And how fast and how easy they can also perform this work that has been given to them by you, by your physical body, and at the same time by the Creator. And this is not something that was put into you now or at any moment uh, in your life that you can remember, but this is something that was put by God into you in the moment of your creation. And therefore you can understand God because God understands you. And just by observing this, you can perform the cascades of tasks. You can fulfill the more and more tasks that are laid upon you at the macro level. And even if you are being distracted and you do not perceive the task that is given to you, your organs never forget the work and never forget this task. And they are performing this task even if you're thinking of doing something else. And you can become aware of yourself as a person of the creation of the whole world. You did not become like this, but you were created like this. You are this. You have always been this. Because those organs that are working right now, they are your organs. And this is an intimate part of your own personality. This was put into your physical body even before you were created. God who created this infinite and eternal world, this infinite and eternal reality, put all this into reality even before you were created, even before your soul was created upon your request. The whole reality and any elements in this reality was created for you so that you could use it. All the organs were created like this for you so that you can use them, so that they can work inside of you, and so that they can be recreated at every moment. And if you are now fulfilling the task of self-healing, try to observe how you perceive the outside world, how you perceive any pressure that there can be present towards your physical body from the outside world. Be as small as possible. Just perceive, just tell yourself that you want to perceive, and the perception will manifest itself. And you will perhaps feel something that we call a state of easiness of a being. The world that you can control. And the easiness of your breathing will become even easier. You will breathe without any pressure, without any tension. Your uh, uh, capacity of thinking will increase. And this softness of the whole world will also become very, very vivid, and you will become very aware of it, because this is something that you are now also helping to create at this very moment. Now try to observe for yourself, you alone, elements that we have been observing together up until now. Perhaps a detail, perhaps the whole process, perhaps a part of the process, or perhaps this part of the process. That is most important to you. This is your right. Do it now. You have perhaps around 2 minutes for your work. Observe your consciousness, your inner organs, the world around you, the whole reality, and God. And all this as observe in one impulse. and find like something that can be called like new new cheerfulness, new will for to live. Find the desire to be more active, which you cannot feel right now as such, but you know that it is there and it will help you in the future. Perhaps you can find something that we call joy of your heart or joy of your soul. And you can feel everybody who work jointly with you. Perhaps you can become aware of new spaces for your life or of your life where you can live your life, and these spaces will be infinite. You as an infinity are moving inside the divine infinity. Try now to fix something. Fix what you have observed, what you could what you felt, what you thought, and all observe this and try to remember everything that you have understand about the work that your inner organs are performing. And we can now end this joint work. What we have done now is one sentence that was given in the author's seminar about the consciousness of Grigori Grabovoi. That was first read by author on October 15, 2003. Of course, you can always repeat this concentration or this work. And I would like to read this sentence to you. If we consider the physical body as a form of a consciousness, and that the primary impulse of consciousness is going out of your physical body, and if at the same time we also observe the form that is the form of consciousness itself, then we can understand the work of our inner organs regarding God. Regarding one God, God the Creator. If we consider the structure of our consciousness in this way, then what we see as action of God is what really happens, that God creates each independent organ. End of the quote. This is the sentence from the author's seminar of Grigori Grabovoi. You can think about it, you can find something new inside it. And I would like to add some words regarding the email that you have received. I don't want to repeat what you have already received. I would just like to underline some specifics. In the text, you were able to read such words as absolute or space of controlling, this term, this can be a kind of new one, but if we remember the author's seminar about the organization of joy, of happiness actually, then there is a sentence that the organization of happiness can and has to be manageable. This means that a person has to know, first he has to know the method or the technique, then he has to be able to do it, to act accordingly, and as a third, to be able to observe what he is doing. What we call the governing power or is that we are in control of what we are doing, that we are not just being driven by some forces that we cannot change, but we are the power, the controlling power. And this gives us the power that we can enter this controlling power, and controlling space, where we can always control for what we need to resolve. And this controlling power has to be such that we are able to reach the absolute level of control by our own powers. And you can realize what you want to realize no matter all the anti-actions that are there opposing you. Nothing influences you, but you influence everything, just like God created you, and because God created you that way. And this is also in the mail, it was said that this is not just absolute controlling power, but that this is also a field that is being controlling. And this can be considered as such that this is not just any space of information that exists on an informational level, but that this is a field that is and exists in a physical reality and that you can really reach, use to control and uh, manage the control. The term absolute controlling power is joining together the informational level with material level, we can say with material field, where this control is being performed and realized. And we can uh, also say that you kind of expand or move apart this field but this is not to move something apart, but this it really happens is that you work and you act like a creator, and that you by your own creation also create this field together with the creator, this field where you can really reach the absolute controlling power. And now try to understand and to feel. Do you feel this in your heart? Or and does your heart feels it? And you will see that this is a very firm reality that you have created right now, and that this firmness is needed where every time when we do the joint control or any control at the macro level for the macro salvation. And there is also another term that the reality has a collective field. This is also kind of a new terminology, but just a this is based on the information that was given by Grigori Grabovoi in the year 2015. In the seminar, The Principle of Wholeness in Eternal Life, where there is a term collectively made reality. And this is the reality that is a result of the joint work of the God the Creator and your soul. This means that you are actively taking part in the creation of this jointly created reality. This is something that is created like a real field that you can feel as a concrete, that something like a field that has a concrete boundaries, known boundaries, the boundaries that you can feel and observe. or as something that are different worlds connecting and joining each other, uh, uh, working together with each other, and one of these fields being also this collectively made field or reality. Or the reality that has something called collective field. And this reality is made in such a way that you can feel it and that you can become aware of it. And this reality does not correct your action, but enhances your action, make it stronger. And this is also a term or a concept that should not be changed with collective consciousness. This is a concept of collective field that differs from the concept of collective consciousness. These are two different fields of reality. And here we also have to take into consideration the principle of universality that exists in the reality, that is also present in our manifested in the work, the practice that we have done. Even if we didn't mention it in the practical exercise separately, it exists there. And this is what we can call a miracle. So while you do the exercise with a concrete technique and a concrete concentration, and you want to do something for your own good, uh, uh, because of the principle, because of the activating and active, sorry, an active principle of universality, you activate and you develop your controlling powers to an unlimited strength, to an unlimited boundaries. This collective work that we have done is also like an accelerator or an activator of your own controlling power, as it was said in the mail that you have received. In, and this is very, very important and much stronger when we use this for macro salvation and for solving the tasks at the macro level. And this can be felt and observed in the organizing work of our soul towards our physical body, of the organizing work of our spirit towards the physical body, organizing work of our soul towards our spirit, our consciousness, and organizing work of our soul towards all other structures. This is like a basic source to enhance the eternal life in the same physical body. Therefore, you should consider this work that we will do together once a month, not only as a help for the macro salvation and macro level, but also for your intense development of your own capabilities and abilities. At the same time, these breakthroughs or these intensive jumps of the development will also give you a closer connection, tighter connection to your work with the devices for enhancing the controls, PRK1U, and the next one, PRK1UM. Of course, there is a special force that is here. It is nice to have a device that can help you, but we need to know how to use it, how for our own benefit at all time. Yes, of course, when we will have this device, it will help us to develop, because this is a part of the device to help us develop. Of course, the technological way is always helpful. What we are talking now is how to even improve this technology to help us even more. What we are now talking about, sometimes a person does not have the potential or does not have the the level of concentration that would be high enough to be able to realize the tasks that he or she is controlling for. And here the devices to enhance the control of our own thoughts helps us to further develop and to be able to realize our goals in reality, in everyday life. Here we also need to add that the collective work that we have been doing and we will be doing it in the future is at the same time the action that is our own action in the world, and it is all at the same time also the development of the surrounding world and through this of the whole reality. And while you are observing this, you have to know that this is not just the task that is upon you, but this is also your task, that it is your task upon the whole humanity as well as the whole reality. And I don't want you to think now that this is a big burden that it is put upon you. This is not something that you should feel anxiety because of this. This is something that will help you develop further. And this is not something that is made up, but this is something that really exists in the world. And all we have to do here is to really be aware of what are our tasks, our personal tasks, as well as our tasks toward macro salvation. And we will do this in the forthcoming months, once per month, also during this type of general control. And you will learn, of course, also that this is in concordance with the modified device PRQ1UM. M being for modified device, PRQ1U. PRQ. And of course, this is meant for persons, for people who already have experience of work with the device PRQ1U. And this is the work of Grigori Grabovoi, who also feels the responsibility that lies ahead of us towards the world that we are living. We can, of course, always says, well, this God is this world is God's creation. God will never leave this world alone. He will always take care of it. But we should not be this negligent. We have to think What is our position? What is our task? Our joint work with the Creator, the God, the Creator. We have agreed to be created, and we have agreed that we will also help God fulfill the tasks that are upon us all. Try to answer to yourself. You do not need to report this to anybody, but try and think, what have you felt during the work that we have done during this joint control? And perhaps you will find out that you have found your true self. And not only that, that this work is upon you and that you are aware of this and that you know that this is something that you can do and you will do it with joy and happiness. And by this, you will develop yourself very fast, very quick. And based upon the eternity that you already have within yourself, every person is eternal. The eternity is within us, but nevertheless, everybody can also grow the eternity, make it more dense, more tight, as inside of a person as also around oneself. Here you can see how the eternal reality is also like being obs- um, like being like being enlightened with even more eternity and infinity, and that those rays of eternity, that these are you yourself, spreading out from your own self the rays of infinity and the rays of eternity. And from the point of view of your eternity, you will become even more connected to the world, to God, to other people, to other uh, social beings. With all that I have just said, this is not just a call for goodness, but this is also like a call for of becoming aware of who we are and who we agreed to be before being created. And this task can be fulfilled with what we are doing right now. That is the control, the joint control and development of ourselves, as well as the use of the technologies created and invented by Grigori Grabovoi, namely the devices PRK1U and PRK1UM. Who already uses and is a user of the device PRK1U knows what I'm talking about. But we will also feel the enhanced powers of the modified device. Nevertheless, whether do you have an access to online access to the device PRK1U, or you own a physical device PRQ1U. For more information, you can write to Stefano, as it was said, and as it will be, the mailing will go out tomorrow with more clarifications. Me, myself, I can also help you to understand more thoroughly this new moment. And you can also find contacts inside this emailing that you have received. And I invite you to take part in this collective joint work, now becoming a systematic one. In the future, we will use the technologies of eternal life itself. For instance, the technologies of rejuvenation in eternal life, of regeneration in eternal life, the development of clairvoyance in eternal life, we will also use the technologies of core of we will use the something that we call the core of universality and the core of uh, and at the same time like core of eternity, of eternal life. This will be explained in more detail in the future, but we will use our base is this first joint venture that we have now coming to an end to. This we will be, it is possible to use to enhance the thinking, to be more capable of connecting the thoughts in oneself. We can also enhance the sensitivity of our skin while regarding or perceiving the inner side of the core. We will also be able to go beyond our today's possibilities and abilities. And we will also use other technologies to fulfill the tasks of joint macro control. And please do not forget that at the same time, this is also enhancing your own abilities to be even more successful in realizing your own personal tasks or plan. Here we will now, we have come to an end. We were a little bit late. In the next practical exercises, we will try to be in the rhythm that is correct. Thank you very much to everybody who participated into this joint work. And I ask you kindly to analyze what have you received by this work and what kind of development you can already feel. All this is also possible because our soul is always with us. I wish you all eternal health and to manage the eternal life in your own physical body. And let the joy and happiness be eternal. Thank you very much.